As our Vikingers travel around the lands that make up Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we found many, many mysteries, and none so amazing as the Odin's illusionary runes that have been found all around. Now, we have found 9, but some people are questioning where are they, what happened. Some people only count 6 or 5 or even 7 after a couple of my videos. Well, I'm going to show you and give you a couple more details. I'm Darkshard the YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this. So, as I stated, there are 9 of these Odin illusionary runes. The very first one we find right across from our settlement. And the thing is that there's no way into them. However, due to the fishhook trick that Smart Glitch Gaming had showed us in order to get into the desynchronization zones to find those dev boxes, we've been able to do that trick here in order to get into these areas. So behind all of these runes, there is a cave. Now, the reason that we know there's a cave primarily is because our very first time actually walking behind one of these things was over here. Now, as you can see, there is a little dip. We go down, we could climb back up, and there's the cave right there. It's empty, and whenever we go into any of these caves, whenever we try to get into them using that fishhook trick, this is what we see, is an empty cave. And the thing is that obviously there's nothing there. There was something that was supposed to be there, but it's not. In this cave's case specifically, we've gone in there several different times, and it seems like they've been improving the structure of the caves. So, again, there's got to be something in there. There has to be something to these caves. In fact, this one right here, I'll show you in a couple of moments, you could actually move the camera in from right above it in order to get in there. Now, we also know, due to a kind of conversation that was given to us by our friend Slap, that there are definitely things behind these caves and there's going to be something going on. As you can see, we used to be able to get into this cave and look inside and get actually right behind the illusionary rune, but they actually blocked it recently in one of the recent patches, so that's pretty amazing. And again, good friend and YouTuber Slap actually gave us a couple of details, extra details in fact, where it appears that what's going to be happening is that we have to find an Eye of Odin, and it's going to give us a certain path to walk. In other words, we're going to have to go to possibly one area, use the eye, and then it will lead us in the direction of the next one, just in case we have to do them in a certain order, which is kind of what we've kind of figured out by ourselves. A lot of us in the community have discovered or have thought that there has to be a way of opening these. There has to be a specific order, and that's kind of what the wording kind of said to us when we found it, or when Slap gave it to us. So I know I've showed this before, but as you can see, this is a conversation, looks like it's being between 2 people. One says, exactly, now take and hold this in the air. Okay, now give it to me. It's the Eye of Odin. He will point us in the direction of the next place. I needed it. He's going to take us to the Crypt of Odin. So again, this is our proof that we need a key, being the Eye of Odin, and that Odin's Eye will direct us from one illusionary rune to the next, possibly and most likely opening up the cave itself. Don't know how, but I'm pretty excited to find out like what's going on there. And this is the path we're going to take. Now, how does it get us to Ireland? I don't know. Or maybe there are more in England and then there are different ones in Ireland. Again, this is all speculation. We don't know what's going on. Anyway, here's the fifth Odin Illusionary rune right here. I already showed you 4. And some of them are really obvious. Some of them are easy to find. Some of them are way out of the way, and it's just phenomenal how anybody even caught them. But regardless, we now kind of believe that there's going to be certain challenge rooms because there are supposed to be some master challenges that are coming up in about a month. So it's quite possible that those challenges are related to these things. Now, this is one of the runes that I'm telling you about, which is absolutely phenomenal. How did anybody catch this? You got to have hawk eyes for that one. Look at that. Anyway, again, there are 9 of these runes that are found so far. We're not sure if there are any more. We're kind of speculating that there are only 9, but there are people still hunting down the rest of them just in case in various lands. Ireland, the Wrath of the Druids, actually gave us 3 new ones, which were absolutely phenomenal and just crazy. Like this one, it's obvious. You could see clear as day right on the stone. And some of them are just right off of a path. And one of them is just really hard to see. But the crazy thing is that we have tried to phase through these again with the fishhook. And there are caves back there. And they're just like that one cave that we're actually able to go into. It's really empty. You don't see anything. So something is going to be programmed in there. And part of the speculation, some people are speculating that it's going to be with the Paris DLC. Others are not so sure. We already have the 9. We don't see a reason for them to wait until Paris. There are some things over here in Ireland that kind of match up with not really Norse mythology, but similar things, similar stories that kind of sound like Loki and Odin and can be attributed to them, but not exactly them. And in Paris, we don't know anything about Paris, like as far as them having any sort of information on Thor, Loki, Odin, Norse mythology. I don't see how they would have it unless it's something to do with maybe they had started museums back in this time and they would have a wealth of knowledge like that. Other than that, I don't know. We'll figure out that later on, like once we get the DLC for Paris. But right now, all we're doing is trying to figure out what's going on in Ireland and what's going on in England. Now, there are some people looking into Norway and Finland as well because maybe there's a clue there that we've missed. And again, YouTuber Slap has given us further data with the beginning part of the conversation that I had just read off to you. And it seems to talk about Mercy. So could Mercy be somewhere in Mercia? Could the key be somewhere out here? That we don't know. And that conversation with the rest of the Odin's Eye is going to be the subject of another video where I'm going to give you a couple of extra details on that. And for now, this is all 9 runes, so you know where they are. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. We're going to yeet this one because it's so much fun. Other than that, again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe. I'll see you all in the next one.